Subscribe to Adam Reed Poker. Subscribe to Adam Reed Poker. And then subscribe to Adam Reed Poker. Subscribe to Adam Reed Poker. Subscribe to Adam Reed Poker. We got your iPad there. I want to thank you guys for clicking on this video because there are more videos on YouTube than apples in a pie, and yet here you are. Thank you so much. Let's get started. This is a 3-5 game at the Venetian Hotel Event Center and Spa, and I made it $75 on a 3-bet after the button opened up to 30. Yeah, that's a small 3-bet because I want her to come along. Flop is ace 4-7. If there was ever a time to check, now is the time. And so, of course, I bet, and I make it so minuscule that she has to call, and so, of course, she folds immediately. So we're off to a terrible start. Aces versus queens, and I win $75. Man, I want an apple pie to have sex with. Okay, here we are, 6-4. This hand brought to you by the fine people at Rad Poker. That stands for Ridiculously Awesome Poker. That's a lie. It does not stand for that. Here I have 6-4, and I make the call. Now, at Rad Poker, you're going to learn how to play heads up, and this is how. By repetition, repetition, repetition. Now, you're probably looking at this hand, and there's 4 players there. How are you going to play heads up? Well, we're going to get heads up by the end of it, moron. So here I flop what? A pair of 4s, backdoor flush and straight draws. Not a very good hand, so I make it $90. That's right, not a very good hand. Make it $90. We get heads up with me and the under the gun player, and this is fine. He probably has a king, he probably has a flush draw, one of those 2 hands, and I can compete with that. I can force folds because I know how to play heads up poker. Why? Rad Poker. Here the turns of 10 gives me added equity. Equity is a poker term that means a better chance to win. And so I fire out $210, a little bit polarizing, another poker term, and he makes the fold. Thank you to the people at Rad Poker who taught me how to play heads up. Goodness gracious, gravy, there's a bunch of players in this pot. I'm in, what, the small blind with a double-suited connector, and I'm probably just going to have to call this because pot odds. Poker term means pot odds. And we're going to go 5 ways to a flop, and I'm not really nervous about it because, 1, I flop a straight, and 2, everybody I'm playing against about as sharp as a marble. And they really can't get offended if I say stuff like that because I'm not insulting them, I'm just describing them. If they don't like what they hear, that's on them. Turns the 10 of spades. I bet $40 with my straight, hoping to get some action. I'm hoping to get called by, people with a 10. And the middle position player obliges. He comes right along. We go heads up to a river, which gives me a 6-card straight, which doesn't pay any more than a 5-card straight unless you're playing like Pai Gow. And we don't play Pai Gow because we don't play big games because we are smart-ish. I bet half the pot, 130. No, I don't. I bet about the size of the pot, and he folds immediately because my cards are always transparent and everybody can play perfectly against me. I am absolutely putting on a clinic on how not to make money with strong hands. I'm hitting hands, I'm just not getting paid. So what needs to happen is I need to make a change with some of my bet sizing. I'm going to consult the charts and check my ranges. Hope you didn't fall asleep when I mentioned those 2 words. And I will see you back at the tables where I'm going to what? Make some changes. My notes say to pause and discuss, but it looks like one person made it 15 and then 3 people called, so there's not really a lot to discuss. I have 7-8 of clubs, and that's a pretty darn good hand. And it comes 10-9-7, so I actually have a pair of 7s and a straight draw, which is not nothing. We get a $25 bet from the button, and I make the call. We're going heads up now. Where can you play poker heads up? And it's a 6 of diamonds, which is a straight now for me, but it also puts a 3rd diamond. It goes check, check, and the 4th diamond hits, and that's terribad. I check, he checks, and I flip over the straight, and he talks about his bad luck. Watch very closely. Oh, man. I'm going to have to... Oh, he almost mucked it face up. He doesn't. And boom, both guys next to him point out that he had a flush. But he didn't flip it over, so I win. Sometimes I look in the mirror at my chiseled body and look at where my cheekbones used to be and say, Adam, why are you so stupid? I can fold Queen 8. I know I raise because of position, which is a poker term that means you get to act last. Notice I'm acting first in this hand, though. just fold. You don't have to play a hand because you're in position. That's what I should have done. Instead, I put in a I called her raise on the flop. This is a 50 to 60-year-old Asian woman, and she's raising me on that flop, and I'm calling with that hand. That's the kind of brain power I have. And then I'm calling this turn. Believe it or not, guys, you're not going to believe it. She has me beat. That's right. She actually has me beat. She turns over king, queen, which is probably the weakest hand she'll ever have there, and it's still enough to destroy me. I don't have much to say about this raise with ace-10. I'll just leave you with this interesting factoid that once you get married, you start having sex with your family. Just something to think about. So ace-10's not that great of a hand, but if you think about it, even the worst banana ripens. So maybe I can turn this pot into a bowl of fruit. Please don't delete me. I'd make it $50, and I wouldn't hate it. Everybody just went away. Probably going to get called by flush draws and some aces, and there's not going to be too many aces that are better than mine, to be completely honest with you. Turns a 3, only 4 or 5 gets there. I shouldn't be really scared about it. So when I bet 120 and this clown comes on top to 290, I really don't see how I can compete. He was probably laying in the weeds like an opossum and decided that the safe turn card was the time to whatever opossums do, strike. All right, let's go over one more hand since all these pots were like 30 cents. Here I have queen 10. In every vlog I have a hand where I have queen 10. In every vlog I have a hand with queen 10 and I lose. So I'm hoping I don't do that here. I do have position. Again, that means I get to go last. And I flop middle pair and 4 in a row, which is a open-ended straight draw. I bet $30 with my 4 in a row, and I'm not really concerned if they want to play because they probably can't have better than a 1-pair hand, and I'm okay with that. So we're going to go to a turn card heads up, me in the small blind. It comes 6 of diamonds. Now I add a flush draw to my 4 in a row. And I fired out $80 after he checks. And this is kind of for value, kind of for protection, kind of like go away as well. And he does that, and I win the pot, and it's time to end this session, which didn't go too swell. Okay, that's it for Venetian. In for 1,400, out for 900. Unfortunately, being down 500 is my maximum downage for this game, and probably could have avoided some things and whatever. So if you like the videos, like, subscribe, comment, share, pray, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you in 1 week. Goodbye. It's me a whole bunch of times.